Welcome back to Sailing Soulianis. We're Lauren and Kirk, and this is our little girl, Renata. You've joined us in Marathon, Florida, where we've decided it's high time we give you the lowdown on one of our most important pieces of equipment, our electric outboard. We're going to tell you about what we like and what we don't like, and also show you how we go about powering it only from the sun.
See, funny thing about love is you never really know when it's coming, but you better believe you'll know when it's there. True story.
Let's go to the beach, baby girl.
Though I wasn't looking for much, checking out the scene, wasn't trying to get my numbers up. You know I keep it cool. I prefer to stay in the cut. Don't want no attention on me when I'm trying to shake the blues off me.
Oh, did he go back and finish?
Yeah, he's way down in there.
It caused my heart to race. Girl, you're looking like a million.
We've had our ePropulsion Spirit 1.0 for 3 years now, and wow. All right, should we see what happens?
I can't hear a thing!
We have absolutely loved it. ROM's been upgraded. It has been 100% maintenance free the entire time. We haven't had to do anything. We've only had one time that the motor wouldn't start.
Take my picture. Smile. Yes.
After a whole bunch of kids in the Bahamas were playing on it. And all we had to do was disconnect the power lead and reconnect it, and it started right up.
Don't want to push a feeling and make the feeling go. You see, I got your number.
We typically use the motor between quarter and half throttle. About half throttle. That's kind of where we find the sweet spot of boat speed and battery usage. This is full throttle. We usually get 4 or 5 days worth of use out of each battery. And it depends on how far you're going, but that's kind of been pretty typical over the last 3 years is we use a battery for 4 or 5 days, no matter what we're doing. We're exploring or we're going back and forth to a mooring ball or whatever. And it only takes about an afternoon to charge the battery. So it's worked out really, really well for us. Have a good one.
About a 14 drive, man.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
What?
We forgot the other huge advantage.
Yeah, it's silent. So we can sneak up on the 14-foot croc that guy said he just saw. Maybe that's not such an advantage. This is normal cruise speed for us. So normal cruise speed for us, about 300 watts, that's a third throttle, and we usually end up getting 6 to 8 hours out of that. We have a very early production model of the Spirit 1.0 with the premise that we were going to use it and abuse it, try and find out whatever was wrong with it, and send ePropulsion feedback. I think they've addressed almost all of the issues that we've had with our unit in the new Spirit Evo.
In 2021, ePropulsion released the third iteration of their Spirit series, the Spirit 1.0 Evo. It's a pretty big upgrade from our old Spirit 1.0. Besides fixing pretty much every issue we had with it, including shortening the prop shaft and adding a backlight to the LCD display, the Evo now has longer battery life, hydro regeneration, and did we mention the battery floats? Though honestly, Evo's upgrades are icing on the cake. We'd still take our pre-production model over a comparable gas outboard any day. first dinghy outboard was this little pull and go Nissan thing, right?
Okay, you're going. Okay.
And it was a pain in the butt. Uh-oh. That's why he wanted the oars. And this thing, it's been 0 problems, which has been so nice. The only complaint that we have is it's the equivalent of a 3 horsepower. Ready?
Here goes full throttle.
So we go slow.
Okay, so we're not gonna be getting anywhere fast.
No, that is a bummer. But trading that for not having to worry about getting fuel, not having to store fuel, not having to fix anything on it, the fact that it's light, the battery I can pick up, no problem, the motor I can pick up, it's such an easy thing to deal with. It warms my heart.
An outboard's no good if it doesn't work. It's also no good if you don't use it because you're concerned
That it's not gonna work.
you're not going to be able to get back from wherever you went to.
Yeah. In our old outboard, we always had this feeling of dread. Like, is it actually gonna start? Especially when we were already out to where we were going. It was like, are we gonna get back? But with the e-propulsion, there's never a feeling of uncertainty or dread, or it's a feeling of reliability.
Yeah, because every time I press the power button and I hear and twist the throttle and go. Like, there's nothing else to it. If only everything on the boat worked that way.
Yeah. Life on a boat is a lot of uncertainty, and to be able to eliminate some of that
is amazing.
It just feels good.
How's the sous chef working out for you?
She's doing a great job of keeping her wits about her. We got everything ready for pancakes. Got the batter mixed up, a couple of breakfast sausages in the pan.
All right.
Scrambled eggs ready to be scrambled.
Yeehaw! Scramble those eggs. It's a lot of work watching Mama make breakfast, huh? Yeah! That feels nice and protected. Yeah. I like. So one of the coolest things about the e-propulsion Spirit is that we always have a free source of fuel. Our boat has 420 watts of solar panels, and we have a 440 amp hour battery bank, which we just scratched the surface of. So we always have excess power available to charge our e-propulsion batteries. 16.8 amps right now, Bird.
Woo! Hot diggity!
Makes me so happy every time I look at this. Our boat runs off of 12 volt only. We don't have any inverter on board. So what we're using right now is a solar charge controller that e-propulsion provides. This is acting as a step-up converter from our 12 volts to the like 42 volts that this battery needs to charge. Initially it came with these MC4 connectors and an adapter with a cable that ran to a cigarette lighter. I spliced on a plug, which is a standard automotive type power adapter. So I've directly wired this to our batteries now instead of going through the cigarette lighter, because those have terrible connections and generate a ton of heat, and they're just really, really sketchy on board. Like, we've almost caught a few things on fire because the cigarette adapter like melted down. So I'll show you how we have this wired up on our boat. So this is kind of our garage where we store all of our toys and just like a whole bunch of stuff while we're sailing. But the batteries always hang out here. Our battery bank for the boat is right under here. We've always got a ton of crap sort of just hanging out. So what I've done is wired up a little bit of a lead of wire that I can pull out of the battery bank, uncap it. This is always hot, it's fused. Plug those guys in. Solar charger is on. This goes right into the charging port of the battery. So now we're in charging mode. Wally here is charging. You could be miles and miles and miles away from a gas station and never have to worry about running out, which is one of the coolest benefits.
This is really cool that she can sit up now. It's given her so much more stuff to look at. Keep her interested, right? It's always a game of how long are you gonna last. This could be a little while.
She wants to help.
Yeah, I know. I'll let her watch for as long as she will sit. And then once she starts whining, I'll start handing her dishes. Look at, this is a plate. Look at, this is another plate. Yes.
Are you helping Mommy with the dishes? Yeah!
You little ham. Do you want to see them again? Big ball of cheese. You know that I'm fibbing too.
You think she's trapped? Or is she chilling? You cool or you need help? Blink once if you need help. Still no blinks.
I'm pretty comfortable. This is when having an electric motor is so cool.
You just saw a bunch of manatee, a bunch of tarpon, little spotted
Eagle ray. Baby, it was only like a foot wide.
Yeah, it had a really, really long tail.
Yeah. Baby, look, it's a manatee.
See the manatee? Wow, it's right there. Cheers.